My name is Tahlia Smith. This is my Part B practical assessment for Unit 2 Workbook 2. My student number is EST011582 and this is my driver's licence. And Savannah will be helping me today.
Hi Savannah, give Tahlia permission to video me for the purpose of her assessment.
Perfect. Okay, Michaela, so we've already covered Section A of the FCP intake document. Can I offer you a tea or coffee or a glass of water?
Thank you, I'm okay.
Yeah, no worries. Well, what I'll start with first is I'll just give you a quick run through on what Part B actually entails.
Yeah.
So first of all, I just want to start with it's a very informal document, so no pressure at all with your answers. It just helps give you an idea of where you're at and how you're feeling about being a new mum and what you'd like to learn from our programs, and that will help me place you in the most appropriate program at the end of our session today.
Yeah.
So just be completely honest as you can with your answers. I do need you to get to me in a scaling system though.
Yeah.
So how to work is number 1 means you're not feeling very confident in that area and you'd like some more information.
Yeah.
Number 2 means you're feeling okay, you've got a little bit of a basis. You'll probably do it a little bit more understanding though. And number 3 means you're feeling very confident and don't really need much help in that area.
Yep.
So I'll just ask you a couple of questions, you can clarify as much as you like.
Yep.
And we can go from there. So in terms of basic infant care, how do you feel you go with handling Jaden's day-to-day care? Are you okay with bathing, washing, feeding?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm okay with that, but if there's information available, let's take it.
No
So
worries.
probably number 2.
Number 2 there, yeah? Yeah, it's not the most glamorous of tasks, but unfortunately most things about being a new parent
have
is
to
quite
do it.
thankless. In terms of, this is a personal favourite, soothing a crying infant. A little nerve-wracking. How are you going with that?
I hate it.
Yeah.
But probably number 1. Like I could do it, but
You're not quite
any
sure.
skills that are available, I will take them.
No worries. So put me down as a 1 there. In terms of milestones, do you have any information at the moment on like when Jane should be walking, moving on to solids?
No, not really. Like I know about when they should crawl, but
Yeah.
I need some more information. So probably a number.
So it's still in that eating, sleeping stage?
Yep. Probably maybe a 1.
A 1 there? No worries. Basic health needs. If Jane was to suddenly spike a temperature, break out in a rash, do you feel you'd be able to be well equipped to handle that? Or?
Yeah, probably number 2.
Yeah, no worries. So you've got a bit of a background in health there. You'd be able to identify a few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. This is a bit tricky. In terms of emotionally connecting with Jaden, being a new mum, it's quite a scary feeling as well, especially taking home a newborn all on your own.
Yeah.
How do you feel you're going with building that bond with Jaden, that mother and son?
It probably still needs a little work. Like, given my background of depression and everything, I'm always wondering whether I'm doing the right thing or whether I'm loving him right or whether he knows it. So probably number 1. I still need a few more skills.
So you do feel that you're caring for Jaden's basic needs, but you're struggling to build that one-on-one bond that most parents have with their children. No worries at all. In terms of coping, how are you going with all the stress and pressure? Are you feeling okay? Or?
I'm feeling okay, but I do worry that my depression will come back. Like,
So you
it's
have
quite a lot to take on as a single mum,
Mhm.
especially living alone and having no family support.
Yeah.
I would probably like to see maybe a counsellor or something, like someone just to help me along.
Do you have a strong history of depression?
Yeah, it was quite a big thing in my past.
How long's it been since you've been on medication for that?
Probably about 6 months.
Yeah. So ever since before you had Jaden?
Yeah.
No problem at all. So what we'll do is we'll come back to that a little bit later.
Yeah.
And we'll tally that up and just get you into a program there. But I'd like to move on to Section C.
Yeah.
So once again, Section C is a very informal document. I don't really feel any stress or pressure about this. I'm just going to ask you some basic questions and that way we can get a better idea of where I can equip you and what other services I can provide for you, not only within our organisation, but with an external service provider as well. So just briefly before we get started, do you have any goals in mind when you came to us? What are you looking to achieve?
I want to know how I can connect better with Jaden and get some more skills under my belt. And I need a job and housing. Housing's a big thing at the moment as the rent's going up.
Yeah.
hit a bit of a crunch line. I need to move out. So
no worries, but we can always come back to those goals.
Yep.
We'll go through these questions and then we can have a bit of a chat about where you'd like to go from here.
Yep.
So in terms of your specific concerns, do you have any immediate concerns about your current situation in opposed to the housing?
Not really. Like, I need to work on more of the community thing and not having any support, and I need to make some friends.
Yeah, you'd like to get yourself a bit more independent and more socially active.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you looking more for friends your own age or single mums, people in a similar situation to yourself?
Probably people in a similar situation, but obviously I don't mind if they don't have a child. They would still be good for childcare.
They would be very good for childcare. No worries. In terms of any resources available, so you mentioned that you don't have a lot of family around the area.
No.
Yeah. Do you have any friends or anyone you can call upon?
Nope, just me and Jaden.
Yeah. No problem at all. Sometimes smaller is always better. So we can always work on that. In terms of confidence, what do you find you're doing really well with at the moment? What brings you the most satisfaction?
Jaden's really healthy and happy.
Yeah.
He's not a crying baby, so...
Generally happy child?
Yeah.
You're very blessed from what I hear. I don't think it happens to everybody. And in terms of support, what can I help you the most with apart from looking at your housing, getting you some friends? Is it mainly just some confidence building?
Yeah, just some more confidence building and maybe some community groups or mothers groups and probably the counselling. That would be really good to look at for. So yeah, that's it.
Are you looking more to get out the house more regularly? Are you getting a bit cabin feverish? Or?
Yeah, I'd like to get out and do a few more activities and...
No problem. So just in terms of, we mentioned a few goals, so we want to get you some friends, get you connected with the community, get you connected with some people that are in similar situations. Obviously get you a lot more confidence in terms of being a new mum and having Jane at home on your own.
Yeah.
And we'll look at getting some more permanent and stable housing. But how do you feel about a time frame for all these? What ideas have you got at the moment?
Probably about a month and a half, 2 months. I'd like to be pretty much have a plan for housing and like where I'm going to stay. I need to get a job pretty much as soon as possible, but I also need some care for Jaden. Yeah. Probably 1 or 2 days a week. So that's probably my first priority. Yeah. Okay, well what we can do is let's break that down a little bit. Yep. In terms of getting a little bit more confident, I feel like that should be our number one priority. Yeah. I really want to look after, obviously, your new relationship with Jaden. I want to help you build that bond as well. Yeah. I think that's going to be a great foundation for achieving the rest of your goals. So I will just do a quick calculation of what we've done first. So we've got a score of 8 here. So I would definitely recommend popping you in our Back to Basics course. Yeah. And all that does is it just gives you a really good run through on everything you need to know about caring for a newborn. Yeah. And just gives you a little bit more confidence there when you're at home that you feel that you can address all of your concerns. Yeah. And look after him the best you can. Look, we can get you enrolled with that next Tuesday, to be honest. Let's do that next Tuesday. I feel like that's something that we need to address pretty quickly. So we can get you enrolled within, say, a week. Yeah. So I can do that over the phone for you, or I can fill it out at the end of the session. It just depends how much time you have today. Yeah. So we'll do that. You've got Jaden in care at the moment. Is he okay for another hour or so? Yeah, it'll be fine. No worries. So we'll get that straight. I'll get you some paperwork. Yeah. With that, it's held in the building, so it's very easy for you. You can just pop in. I'll meet you downstairs, and I'll take you there myself. That would be great. Yes. I'll make sure you settle in with Jaden. Of course, he's very welcome. Yay. In terms of looking at your housing, so I feel like that's something we could probably look at definitely in that 2 to 3 month goal. I think it's most important we address the immediate concerns first. Really want to get your confidence. I want to get you feeling better within yourself as well. I'd really like to enroll you in some counselling. We have a fantastic service available here. And that way we can make sure that you're on top of your depression and they can give you some pointers and help you building that bond with Jaden also. Yeah. So I feel like that should be our next biggest focus. Definitely. We can probably do that within, say, a 2-week period if you're comfortable there. Yeah. And that way we can do some counselling sessions and just see how you're travelling with that before we overwhelm you. You're already a new mum. You've already got a lot on your plate. Yeah. Unfortunately, sleep and organisation isn't always one of them. So I think start next Tuesday with the group sessions for Back to Basics. Yep. We'll start counselling the following week. Yep.
see how you're travelling with that. I'll give you a phone call at the end of this week and the end of next week, just to check in and see how you're all going. Make sure Jaden's comfortable.
Yep.
And you're doing okay. Within a month, I'd like to get you an informal meeting with the housing for the homeless.
Yep.
And what we do is they'll just give you some really great ideas on how to get ahead. They offer interest-free loans and they can put you in the right direction.
Yep.
And then once you're feeling comfortable, we finish our back to basic course within 6 weeks.
Perfect.
We can start looking at getting you into some support groups.
Definitely.
So we'll definitely address getting you some friends in a like-minded situation.
Yeah.
So I'm sure being back to basics, you'll meet some people as well, and that'll give you a bit of a basis upon where you can go from there. They might be in some fun sporting teams,
Yeah.
or who knows, you might join a book club.
I doubt it, but yeah.
Well, if you do struggle making friends within the course, I'm happy to refer you on to some local support groups.
Yeah.
And there's lots of single mum groups that offer around the area anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about that.
Me now.
I think, look, if we address these main concerns and then look at your housing situation, I'm not too worried about getting you back into hospitality. It's a really good industry and you've got strong experience. So pending that you're feeling confident and comfortable, we can get Jaden some care down the track.
Yeah.
We'll ease into the work situation when that time comes.
Perfect.
Now, do you have any further questions from today?
No, that's about it. You've summed it all up.
No worries. Well, look, I'll get you enrolled in the Back to Basics course next week.
Yep.
And I'll keep in contact with you from there. And then we can just keep on top of everything and you know where to find me if you have any questions.
Perfect. Thank you.
No worries. Thanks for coming in.
No worries.